This is the Stop Wearing My Clothes podcast. I'm Amy.
And I'm Kayla.
One podcast, two sisters.
This is our Bachelor recap, episode number 13.
We're getting up there.
Yep, only 2 weeks left of Bachelor in Paradise. Then we go to Bachelor season. Or Bachelorette season.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it. But I'm excited to see Michelle's season for sure.
Me too. I have a question before we start.
Okay.
If your vagina could talk, what would it say?
Howdy.
Tia. I love Tia so much. The fact, I know she was in the running to become the Bachelorette when she was on her season. It is a damn shame we missed out on that season of television.
I've always loved Tia.
Yeah, I really could see her maybe I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibility for her at some point to be the Bachelorette still.
I would watch it.
I'm rooting for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'd have a Hannah B vibe. They have the accents and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Crap, there was a news thing I wanted to talk about. Bachelor in Paradise news.
One thing I heard is that Brendan is losing his sponsors, like Nordic Track or whatever fired him.
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you
snooze, you lose,
followers and all that. Yeah. He'll pick himself back up and hopefully learn something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Moving on, and if I think of that thing, I will tell you that thing.
All right. I'm waiting on the edge of my seat for it, to be honest.
Kind of the first thing we could talk about, because at the very beginning of the episode is the whole Kendall and Joe thing.
I feel like Joe proves time and time again what a gentleman he is. I feel like rejecting someone is hard no matter what, but to do it, he did it in the kindest way possible, really. And he really does care for her, and it was really sad. It was really hard. It was just sad.
Yeah, I feel like probably a lot of people could relate to that moment. So people are giving Kendall a lot of hate. She already got dumped on national television by Grocery Store Joe. She doesn't need that.
Why are they giving her hate?
Just her just being on the show and people are just standing Serena and him and how, I don't know, they're just being really negative about it and that she shouldn't have even gone on the show. And
this is kind of how I feel about it. And I think that Bachelor producers, do they want to ruin their lives? I'm just curious because honestly, this is how I felt about this when I was talking to Jared about it while I was watching it. I was like, so easily when Joe was having a hard time right when he got there, that is when they could have brought in Kendall on. But instead, because then honestly, they could be together right now.
Maybe.
I really could say that because to me, Joe basically was saying he was over it, but why didn't you tell me? Because then maybe I wouldn't have been,
Yeah.
And then, but because he created something with Serena and they waited to let Kendall come on until that was pretty solidified, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was just I don't know.
It's a sad situation, but maybe they needed that to for closure and to fully move on, because obviously she wasn't fully moved on before the show. So
well, but the beginning it didn't seem like he was either.
Yeah. I mean, he is going hard on Serena. He likes her so much, and I just really, really, really hope that she likes him as much as he does.
I think she does.
I hope so. I hope it's all I mean, the one thing, I'm never going to say anything bad about a grocery store, but I was kind of damn, I'm jumping ahead of when they're at the rose ceremony, and he's I thought, I had a special time last time I was in Paradise, but this is an even more special time. I'm Kendall listening to that is literally kind of poo-pooing on everything you guys had a little bit.
Yeah, when you said that, I was
that was a little cringy for me.
Yeah. But also, if Serena is who he wants, he's got to make her feel special. Because, I mean, that would be hard to see all this going through, like watching the
Yeah, and
guy
you
you're
you just did
falling
that
for.
last season. Like, why are you're just gonna do that with me and then get rid of me and come back on Bachelor in Paradise the season after? Maybe
Yeah.
that's something she could think. But
Mhm.
no, he's a good one. But yeah, that comment made me cringe a little bit. But
Yeah.
Kendall left, and
Yep.
I think it's good for everybody.
Yeah. I've gotta say, this is maybe jumping ahead, I'm just gonna go to a different person. Ivan, our our predictions were way off. We were thinking he was gonna be the one to get the girl and everybody was gonna be going after him and all this stuff. I'm not sure what's this is about.
I,
Like,
I
were
don't
these
get good
guys
vibes,
me neither.
and yeah, I am
It's
not sure.
it seems like these guys on Tasia's season, nothing against her, but it seemed like they were like extremely sweet with her, and then they got a taste of the fame, and now
Mhm.
they're like not knowing how to be good people anymore or something. I mean, Ivan's not a bad person. I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the thing is, we don't know anything about him. We have not learned one single thing. Like, because obviously, like, edit time's gonna go to the couples, but like, I don't know. Just from what I've seen, hasn't been anything that's caught my eye personally.
Yeah, and I didn't really like the move with Chelsea. It kind of seemed like, okay, I need a rose. I know you've been looking at me, and now that I don't have someone, I'm gonna come
Well, you saw the
at you.
preview for next week.
What?
How Wells sits Ivan down and it's like, "Tell me what happened at the hotel during the storm."
Oh yeah, that just went out of my brain. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that him and Chelsea got together
Yeah,
then.
and then they did a whole little ruse on that daybed to kind of connect why they're together. And they had like "Oh, did you think of me when you saw?" Like they were just doing this whole little thingy. Like they already banged. They
Yikes.
they already had that little thingy. That's what I think happened.
Well, yeah, because why are you walking away holding hand? The whole thing was sketch.
It was
It was weird.
weird, and
I thought maybe Ivan was playing her a little bit, but maybe that's not the case then.
I think it's both.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that was weird. And Aaron got his little. Why's your lip quivering, bro?
I hate fighting.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. And Aaron started it, but Ivan did not
Well, he
handle
jumped
it
up.
well.
He came in hot real quick. He's like,
Yeah.
"Come talk to me over here," because he didn't want to be in front of everybody. He's like, "No, why am
Yeah.
I going to come to you?" Like he just went right
And
in.
then going, walk it off while you're screaming in someone's face. That is condescending and not gonna get anywhere good.
Yeah, and it seems like it just escalates, and a bunch of guys get involved next week,
Oh
and
yeah, Riley.
Riley.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about that. Riley, that did not, from the preview, the Marissa and Riley thing did not play out how I thought it was. And I'm very, very, very glad it didn't.
Me too. I really thought she was peacing out.
Me too. But it wasn't that. It was just that, like, she just needed more from him.
And I
And
think it
that just
makes
kind of,
sense. It's like when those kind of bumps come along in a relationship, it like gives you a chance to get closer, and it kind of made her like think like, "Hey, something's still missing. Like we need to figure out us," and it worked out really good for them.
yeah. Yeah, I was very, very into
They're
that. I liked that.
engaged.
I think so too.
I know they do the sneak preview of all the guys get cold feet, but I mean they did that with Blake too on Katie's season. I remember my news.
Oh, yeah. I remember your news too.
Katie Thurston, one of my top bachelorette ladies, is going to be on the Good For You Whitney Cummings podcast. She said it on her stories, and it's like the best of my two worlds colliding. And keep an eye out for that. Maybe we'll go on a live or something and do like a recap of that or a bonus episode because we have to.
Ooh, I would like that. Let's both watch it and then we'll come on here and we'll talk about it. I like that.
Yes, let's do that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, who's next to talk about? Kenny and Mari go on a date and they eat taco. Out of all the foods, they eat tacos off of each other. I'm eating
honestly
tacos tonight, and I'm eating them on a plate.
I was very uncomfortable by that. I'm very happy that they are very into each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need to see all of that. I'm good.
Me too. But yeah, they're cute. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay, so Tia.
I have lots to say about Tia. Go.
I feel like Blake is kind of a douche.
Total douche. He's this little pretty boy who doesn't have to work hard to get girls. And so when she asked like the bare minimum of him, his face is like he got blindsided and she's the bad guy.
Yeah, and I love it. I love that she just like said it for what it is. And because like some girls could have easily like gone for his bull crap, like easily, because he was kind of making it out, like trying to turn it around on her. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not asking
Like,
that much of you. And
yeah,
it's
this
ridiculous.
conversation's not going very good. So, like,
Yeah.
no, I loved it. And I also liked it because she said, like, these are the type of guys that she goes for over and over again. So maybe this is like
Mhm.
a breaking the cycle situation.
Yeah.
But I also don't think James is for her. I don't think her
Mhm.
person's there.
No, but I want it to be him because it would just like,
It would be cute. I really like James.
I do too, but it just doesn't seem like he's getting very lucky.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just
So,
hasn't
I
had the
mean,
right girl.
maybe she'll choose James just so, like, for next week they can both have a chance.
Yeah.
But I don't
But
know.
then what? Will Tia
But
go
I don't
home
know,
then? Because
maybe things happen where people are friends first and then it like things happen or they get closer together. Like you never know that maybe something will happen that makes her vagina do a cha-cha.
yep, you
It just
never know.
hasn't happened yet.
And I'm thinking that like the fact that he did something sweet for her was definitely a good move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I thought I didn't even know when she did that. I thought he was already out of the running after their one-on-one because it's like hard to know like where they stand, but it seemed like they were like donezo with them. So I didn't. The fact that he's even still in the running was surprising to me. I think we maybe didn't see. I just assumed she kind of went back on the date and said, "Hey, buddy, sorry," But she
Yeah,
didn't
my
do
guess
that.
is well, and my guess is also like since they've been back, Blake hasn't even talked to her. So she's like, well, this guy pulled me aside afterwards when the other guy told me all the right things but hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out as it continues for sure.
yeah. I think they're
But Blake
all
could
three are
do
gonna go home.
yeah, but Blake could do one nice thing for her and he could get the rose.
It's true.
Just because
Vagina
that's just
is
how
a
it works.
powerful, powerful thing,
Yep.
and so are tattooed, bearded men who ride motorcycles.
Okay, so what else do we have? What other couples? So Serena and Joe, we got that. They love each other. We're all pumped about it.
Abigail and Noah just hung out in a
Oh
hammock
yeah.
the whole episode. Mm,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
Becca and Thomas. We haven't really heard more about them, but they really do
they're
seem like
very touchy feely. Every single time they
they're
shows
always
them,
kissing.
they're all over each other. So
Or
I'm
like he's carrying her down the beach when they're all walking together and he's just holding her, carrying her down the beach.
yeah. So I'm thinking we're gonna see more of them next episode. I mean, especially with like the whole. I mean, they're not gonna get engaged, but I could see them maybe. I don't know. I saw in a preview like her like running after him and jumping on him, saying Thomas. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they do
It
kind
seemed
of.
like she was maybe taking a step back or something, or she's not sure. And then
Yeah, and then on
I don't
social
know.
media, when Thomas and Becca first got together, Becca did a post of them after the date that they had, and she's like just kind of looking at him all googly eyes. And then Katie Thurston commented underneath and is like, "Look at the way you look at him, love it," or something like that. So it made me kind of think,
Well, she's done a lot of posts about him, and they've communicated too, like he did something, and then she responded like the smitten kitten thing. So it could
yeah,
definitely be at least a
maybe.
friendship that maybe they're dating him, or maybe I don't know.
I don't know, should be interesting. I do not
Hmm.
know. And then they had the hurricane that lasted a commercial break.
I know what how I don't know why they didn't say how long that was. Was that literally just one night?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was just one night. Yeah. And then they
Well,
had a
geez,
daytime
Chelsea and
cocktail
Ben
party,
jumped in there real
and
quick.
the new guys.
Oh yeah, and Natasha.
Yeah. Crap. What? Damar,
I see his yeah Damar, but where's the other guy? I see his face.
Ed.
Ed, there you go. Ed and
Whenever
Natasha. What an odd match, to be
I kind of
honest.
like it
But
though. Like Ed is like the only thing I think of is him on Tasha's season when he like goes to find her, or was it still Claire at that time? I don't know. And then he knocks on Chris Harris's door, and then they just like have a
oh,
drink together. It's like one of my favorite moments in Bachelor history.
yeah, I actually I hope that we see more of them because
I do
I mean
too.
it's a little late in my opinion for anything super serious to
Sure.
happen, but I hope that I don't know it's at least fun to watch them together and she has a good time with it.
Yeah, For sure. And those are really all the major couples, right? And so it's really getting down to like the people you know who are gonna be going home probably next week before like the
Mhm.
big finale, and the ones who are staying.
Yeah.
I think maybe like two get engaged and one leaves together dating. I cannot put my finger on if Joe and Serena are getting engaged. I don't think so. I
I
don't
don't think
know.
so. I think that if he didn't get engaged to Kendall, I don't think he would get engaged. Which, why the crap did they say that they were engaged? They were never engaged.
That's why
But
I was confused about
no,
that.
they were never engaged. I don't know why they were saying that.
Yeah, I don't think Abigail and Noah are gonna get engaged either. I
They
think,
could be a dating scenario,
yeah, the
maybe.
dating scenario. I think it's gonna be Riley and Marissa who get engaged, and Mari and
Mari,
Kenny. I
Kenny.
think those
Yep,
are the two.
I agree.
And then maybe we'll have two dating relationships and four couples all together. I think that's my official
Or
thing. Two and two.
or 2 and 3. I don't know. Someone's got to break up, I guess. Though I'm thinking Becca and Thomas, Noah and Abigail, and
Joe and Serena.
Joe and Serena.
So
I don't know.
five couples? I don't know. I don't think five couples are gonna make it.
I know that'd be intense.
But we'll
But
see.
I also wonder how Joe would feel if Serena really was a part of the Piper situation. Now
That
that that's
thing's
coming out,
interesting.
I
Yeah.
wonder if, I mean, I'm
It-
sure that she didn't really do anything wrong because, I mean,
yeah.
she went in with that intention, but she like cut that off real quick if that is the truth. So
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
just
Maybe
interesting because
something's
he's
happening
pretty
in real
close with
time.
Natasha.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how they are all in real time. We only have 2 weeks left, and I'm ready. I'm ready for the final stretch.
Is there a after the final thing in
I
paradise? I
don't
don't remember.
remember. I don't remember. Hopefully.
Yeah. I hope so too. But if not, I guess you just look at people's Instagrams and no, there is an after. There's an after.
Yeah.
Because remember
Probably.
that one time someone got engaged, one of the couples, and then they came on and they weren't wearing their ring and it was like a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. And hopefully Wells hosts it.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Do we have a new host?
Lil Jon was still there today, this episode.
No, I know, but he left. So we don't know what the
Oh.
next one is.
Maybe it's I only see Wells in the future. Maybe they
Oh, no, there's a couple. There's a Bachelor couple.
Yes, Dean and Kaylin.
Yeah.
Do you think they're
Which
I
is
thought they were
interesting.
just jumping in. I didn't know that they were like going to be hosts. But
Maybe they're
maybe.
not, but it's an interesting choice because they never got engaged at the end, which is totally fine.
Mhm.
But they kind of struggled with that. So they're going to be interesting couple to talk to
Yeah,
figure that situation out.
for sure. Agreed. I think that's our recap, but we did want to go through. We found an article of all the rules that Bachelor and I have it in front of me. I could just go through them. We could talk
Okay.
about them.
I'm sorry.
Bachelor in Paradise rules that they have to abide by. So let me get this up. There's a drink limit, which I knew this happened after the whole Karen situation a couple
Mhm.
seasons ago.
Well,
But
and I read that I think Ashley Iconetti, I think she was the one who said it, that like she was like, I was never drunk the whole time. Like she's like, I think you just sweat it all out. There's like no alcohol left in you.
probably. But
Yeah.
their drink limit is 2 an hour. That's like a lot. No? So you mean technically you could have like 8 drinks in 4 hours?
That's a lot, actually.
It says 2 an hour on the hour. What does that mean?
I guess it depends. Maybe they just don't make them strong.
Maybe,
I
because
don't
that
know.
doesn't seem right.
Hmm.
But there's no rules about when you can start drinking. Some people
So you
wake
could
up
drink
at
all
5 in the
day.
morning and drink a glass of vodka.
And if you drink all day, 2 drinks an hour, you're dead by the end of the day.
Your liver's donezo. Another one is no one drinks beer. Less of a rule, more of a way of life. This comes straight from Wells, who said, no one drinks beer because everyone is terrified of carbs. The only people that drink beer were Chris Bazowski and me, probably. That's funny. Yeah, vodka. Vodka's the how you stay skinny. but they do drink. So this is all about alcohol so far, but I'm following along. But they do drink something called happy juice. In the words of Wells, so this is like, I'm assuming this article is done like after the last season, but so Hannah G started the trend of this horrible drink called happy juice, which is white wine and Red Bull. And it was so gross. It's an allegory for paradise. Weird and gross, but also like makes a lot of sense because you got to stay up late. At the beginning, everyone made fun of it, and by the end of it, everyone was drinking it. Help.
That's funny.
White wine and Red Bulls. Should we drink some happy juice for the finale episode?
I think I might die. I hate Red Bull. I cannot do that.
The next one is you have to take a psych exam. At least according to Dylan, who revealed the nugget of info during his rant against The Bachelor. When asked if people simply sign on to the show for a free vacation, he said, I think it's a mix. Absolutely wild experience, but there's a chance you meet someone for real. You take a psych exam so you could be scientifically matched. I don't know about that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the psych exam so that you aren't like suicidal while you're there or something like, something like that. But
I don't know. They said the next ones is they actually have psychologists on board, and it's their job to mentally assess you as how you're going to react to situations. So they just always have a psychologist like on call.
Interesting.
Oh, this is a good one. Men are required to wear necklaces. Since swim trunks aren't exactly conductive to microphone packs, ABC makes the men wear matching necklaces with a mic built in. Truly the cutting edge of fashion and technology over here.
That's awesome. I'll have to pay attention now.
Yeah, I've noticed it myself. I didn't know it was like a rule, but I mean, I guess they have to get mic'd somehow.
Yeah.
Making out on camera is encouraged. Obviously, signing your life away to Bachelor in Paradise means you got to kiss on camera. But fear not, producers will turn around. This also comes from my new favorite person, Dylan Barber, who said, LOL, yeah, the producers just turn around when a fan asked, is it awkward making out with all the camera and crew staring at you? Just trying to think of like these people with cameras just like turning their heads.
I think that would be so uncomfortable. Like, I don't think I'd like that. I guess it depends on how close they stand, I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. This next one is you have to share your stuff. You're around enough people who have everything and that no matter what, you're fine. You end up using everybody's stuff. It's like one big dressing room. I think I've heard of them like wearing each other's dresses and stuff where you see the same dress on someone like a couple weeks later.
I don't think I've ever paid attention to that.
This next one. Waxing is a must. Okay, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but by any means, and Lord knows I haven't shaved or waxed in more than a year, but lots of contestants gets waxed right before heading to Paradise. Alexis Waters says, I got a Brazilian wax and lasered my mustache and armpits. Let's see.
Have you ever gotten your hoo-ha waxed before?
I have not. Have you?
No. I'm scared.
I'm good. Winnie Cummings lasered it all off 8 times in a row when she was in her 20s because it was cool back then to have nothing. And so now that it's cool to have something again, she can't.
Does she talk about that? Like she wants it back?
Yeah, she just gets little stragglers.
Oh, gosh. The fact that you know that.
I think these aren't real rules, I'm realizing. They're just little fact things that they put into an article to make someone like me read it. But that's
anything
Paradise.
Else, or are we done?
I think we're done.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, so Bachelor in Paradise, 2 more weeks of recaps Thursdays, and then we'll continue our recaps for the Bachelorette season. And then we are having our relationship episodes out Monday. This next Monday is going to be a mental health episode with our cousin Sophia. It's actually going to be a 2-parter. So get ready for the rodeo. What else do they need to do, Amy?
Follow, like, subscribe, comment on YouTube, rate and review on Apple Podcast. Check out our Instagram, Facebook. I forgot every other
TikTok,
social media. TikTok,
Pinterest,
Reddit.
Twitter.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Until next time, cowabunga.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.